Hey guys, how's it all going? So, you probably already know this, but we got some fantastic news this week. The Batman is officially getting a sequel, and Matt Reeves is back on board to write and direct it, and Robert Pattinson is back as the Batman. And I am made up. Absolutely made up. The only thing is, because I'm a little bit impatient, I wish the sequel was coming out next year. You know what I mean? So I'm so excited for the next Batman movie. Like you guys already know if you've been watching this channel, I'm a huge Batman fan. I loved the Batman. It's the best film I've seen this year so far. Probably the best film I've seen for a little while. To be fair, I absolutely loved it, and I loved Robert Pattinson as Batman. I thought he was absolutely chef kiss, perfect. And it's been lovely not hearing the naysayers about Patterson after this movie came out. They've gone quiet. I'm sure there's still some of you out there, but you're wrong. Right? You're entitled to your opinion, and it's all objective, but you're wrong. Right? He was fantastic. I'm joking, don't attack me. But yeah, I loved him. I thought he was great. And so it gets you thinking then with the official sequel being announced, like who's the main villain going to be? Like, where's he going to go? What's going to happen? And I believe in one interview, like Matt Reeves did say, didn't he? I'm not making this up, and I didn't dream this. I am sure I read this somewhere. I'm sure that he would quite like to do Mr. Freeze as a villain in one of his movies. Now, the way he's created this world, I don't see how Mr. Freeze falls into it. But Matt Reeves has completely got the benefit of the doubt to me. If it turns out that Mr. Freeze is the main villain in the next Batman movie, I would go, okay, yeah, all right. I 100% trust you. So it doesn't matter who he picks. I'm 100% on board anyway. But I have my own little like ideas of who I would like to see as the main villain in the next one. And I think I've spoke about this before briefly in one of my videos. I can't remember, but the way he set up this world and the detective angle of Batman, which was perfectly done. And I would love to see someone like Calendar Man get a bit of the limelight, or like Victor Saz. Could you imagine Victor Saz in the world that Matt Reeves has created, like, up against Robert Pattinson's Batman? I think would be perfect. It lends itself to that. I think. So something like that, like a Calendar Man, Victor Saz. Do you know maybe like a Black Mask would be really good for the second one. I know Robert Pattinson myself. I think he's came out and said he likes the Court of Owls storyline and he would like to do something similar, something like that, which I could see. I could see that in this world, definitely with the Court of Owls. But I think that's probably a couple of movies further down the line, I would imagine. But like I say, if it turns out to be Court of Owls related to the second movie, I'm on board. It doesn't matter which way Matt Reeves goes. I'm in 100%. Even if it turns out to be the Joker to be the main villain in the next one. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the Joker, right? And he's DC's one of DC's golden boys, Batman and the Joker. The Joker's the main villain. He is. But I would like to see him as just more of a background character. And then eventually, yes, like he will be the main villain in one of these Batman movies for sure. It's going to happen. It's probably going to happen in this sequel, but we'll wait and see. But there was a mate. I was talking about it with a mate of mine actually, so I can't take all this credit. But I thought it was a fantastic idea. So a shout out to you, Liam, and happy birthday for Saturday, by the way, mate. He had an idea of saying, obviously, the Joker's going to be in the sequel, which he is going to be in it. He goes, but keep him in like a Silence of the Lambs kind of thing, like a Hannibal Lecter character, kind of keep him like that. Just keep him as like Batman going to Arkham Asylum for like, whatever help or something or whatever. Like there's some clues, or he just wants to get into the mind of a psychopath of how they think and what their next move is going to be. Kind of similar to what the deleted scene was that we got not long ago. And I thought that was a fantastic idea. I thought, yeah, if they kept the Joker like that for a second or third movie, I think would be brilliant. It would slowly build up the tension between Batman and Joker and like build their relationship up until, they will face off eventually. And I love that idea, and I hope they stick with that. I hope Reeves sticks with that, I really do. But then, like I've said before, whatever Matt Reeves goes for, it really doesn't matter. I'm 100% on board. But I'm actually more interested to hear what you guys think. Like, are you excited that there's a sequel? Did you enjoy the Batman? If so, what would you like to see in the sequel? What villains do you think would lend themselves great to this world that Matt Reeves created? I would really be interested to hear your thoughts on this, because I think there's going to be so many different opinions what people would like to see in the sequel. But I think we can all agree, no matter what direction Matt Reeves takes, we will all be on board with it because he's in our trust, hasn't he? So, as always, guys, leave a comment below because I love hearing from you. And as always, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you again real soon. Take care, guys. Goodbye now.